And we're back with more talk about Los Hombres Lagartos. And here we go. So we're talking about Ripperdactyls. So cool kit. I think they really do have a role to play in the Lizardmen army as troublemakers, as a threat. And they certainly are a threat. Ripperdactyls are deal with us. Deal with, and quite frankly, you know, war machine hunters, these guys are not bad, and that's because they get so many attacks. Hold on a second, I gotta get my Lizardmen book. By the way, thank you for tuning in. It really is an honor and a privilege to have so much interest in what it is Blue Table Painting is doing. We've been putting up videos actively for about 5 years now. We've put up, I do believe it is, we've surpassed 3,500 videos. So if you do the math on that, that's about 700 videos a year. So that means day in, day out without fail, we have put up about 2 videos a day. And I'm not sure who else can say that. So, yeah. It makes me happy. By the way, you could use these little rock ball things as base decoration if you didn't use the pterodons out of here. So you do get quite a bit of extra pieces, and in fact you could gussy up your regular skinks with the parts from this kit. So I bought 2. In fact, my Lizardman army is right around 3,000 points. And you can actually, if you get on Facebook, our Facebook page, I have a list there. Let me just tell you what's in mine. And I have a mixed list. I have a Salamander Mage Priest. I have 2 Saurus heroes using Chocox and Gorok. Gorok, the Great White Lizard, I believe is his name. Let's see here. I have 2 Skink Priests on foot. I've got a Battle Standard Bearer, Saurus. Might not use him unless I'm playing Skinks. And let's see here. I have 60 Saurus Warriors. Might boost that to 80. No Skinks. No Skinks. I've got 30 Temple Guard. I do have a unit of Chameleon Skinks, but that's only just because I found them in the bits. I've got 1 Stegodon. I might just up that. In fact, you know what I've been thinking of doing? Haha! I'm going to magnetize my Bastiladons, if you're ready for this. Magnetize my Bastiladons to be both, and also to stand in as Stegodons to make a Howdah for them with like Engine of the Gods and stuff on it. Yeah, isn't this a great idea? And have them stand in as ancient Stegodons. So I say yes to that. So anyway, I've got 6 Ripperdactyls. That may have been overkill. I have 3 Razordon hunting packs and a Troglodon. The only thing I'm doubting the usefulness of is the Troglodon. I don't think that guy's awesome. I do not, sir. I keep looking at him. I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see it for 200 points. And I just don't know what his thing is. But the model's too cool to pass up. Oh, and I have a Saurus Hero on Carnosaur. Bam! What up? That makes me happy inside. Okay, so let's get back to the list here. So, Temple Guard, Cold One Riders, not even going to talk about them. I don't think they're awesome in the game, but they did get them, because Cold Ones used to be 2 attacks, strength 4. Awesome, right? But then the Dark Elf ones went down to 1 attack, strength 4. Lame. And these, I don't know how they were in the last edition, but they are back. They are at 2 attacks, strength 4. Croxagore, Great Figs, I don't see them doing what they're supposed to do. You know, 50 points each, though, isn't too bad for what they are. But it's just the Ogre. creatures. So, I don't know. Chameleon Skinks, I don't have any comments on those. Stalker, no comment. Jungle Swarm, these are so dated. And the Bastiladon has swarms in it to some extent. So, yeah, these guys are not awesome. Gonna say no to those. Rare units, so you got your Troglodon. Let's take a look at this. We've actually already looked at this, but let's take a look at the Troglodon. Now the Troglodon does spit acid at 20 feet, or whatever it is. And is that an upgrade that you have to buy, I wonder? Let me just look it up. Got my book here. No, that's it. It just has spit venom, which I do believe is 18-inch range. It's definitely strength 5. And, okay, I'm having a hard time finding the Troglodon here. Hold on. Strength 5. And Chameleon Skinks. There it is. Yeah, multiple wounds, D3, quick to fire. Quick to fire is doesn't suffer a penalty if it moves. So that's not bad. And the Troglodon is movement 7. So, I don't know. It's a toughie. I'm not such a fan of big things that are awesome in close combat, but that also shoot. Because as soon as you're in close combat, you can't shoot. And if you're shooting, then they're not close combat. And it kind of splits them up, and they don't always give you a price break for that. So, but the kid is ridiculous. Stegodon. Oh, let's talk about the Stegodon, shall we? So there's 4 different ways you can have your Stegodon. Rare, medium, and well done. Stegodon stinks. Okay, so you can take an ancient and you can put a Skink Priest on it. That comes in the kit. Or you can take a Stegodon Ancient, a rare choice, and you can put blowpipes on it. And those, the blowpipes actually shoot quite a bit. But overall, I don't know. I don't think they're that great at ranged. So the giant bow is like a bolt thrower, but it's poisoned, oddly. So if it hits the first guy, you roll a 6, it kills him. Otherwise, it's just normal wounding. But the blowpipes shoot 2d6 shots each, and there's 2 of them. So, I don't know. Some people might like that. You can magnetize those on, because if you give it Engine of the Gods, the blowpipes go away. So, yeah, there's a giant blowpipe. Great fig, by the way. Just ridiculously awesome. Oh, that's all the more pictures. That's too bad. But if you put Engine of the Gods on it, okay, I just got to tell you, an Ancient Stegodon is amazing. Strength 6, Toughness 6, 5 wounds, 3 up, Stubborn, Terror. Yeah, the Ancient Stegodon has a 3-up save. The regular Stegodon only has a 4-up save. Ancient Stegodon does take a hit on the attacks, though. But listen carefully now. All right, is everybody listening? Get Sharpened Horns. Here's what Sharpened Horns does. It makes their impact hits have multiple wounds D3 special rule. So let me give you a lowdown on that. If a Stegodon charges a monster, let's say it is a creature with 4-up scaly skin, and it's got 6 wounds, and it, what else? Has 6 wounds, 6 toughness, okay? Alright, we're ready to do some math hammer. D6 plus 1 hits, impact hits, so you got 4.5 hits. That's it. It just hits you that many times. Now, strength 6, toughness 6, you're going to have 2.25 wounds, and each of those is going to multiply because the save is gone. So unless there's regeneration, typically you're not going to get a save against strength 6. So you're going to end up with basically 4.5 wounds just from the impact hits. So you could very well take out almost any monster on the charge, even with a moderately good roll. So I charged, recently I charged a unit of ogres, and I rolled 6 for my impact hits. And I ended up doing something like 10 or 12 wounds on just the impact hits. It was crazy. What the heck with sharpened horns? And you get, and that's only 20 points. So you get Unstoppable Stampede, which gives Devastating Charge. Which, see, what's funny is in the time it took them to type out, or the space that it takes to say this model has Devastating Charge, they could just say +1 attack on the charge. That's it. Oh no, you got to look crap up and figure it out. So anyway, but they're trying to streamline it. I get that. So I'm talking about rulebook format now. So Unstoppable Stampede gives them +1 attack, so then they'd get 4 Strength 6 attacks. And then the crew attacks as well, which sometimes can do something. So Stegadon, Immune to Psychology, Stubborn on Leadership 6. If they're within range of the whatever it is, the BSB, then they're pretty much, you can't ever get rid of them. Now, Engine of the Gods is ridiculous. Let's see if I can actually find that on here. Nope, that's just a top view. Here you go. So that's Engine of the Gods. That's one way to do it. I've done it where we put this sort of semicircular thing. That can be Engine of the Gods too, and so that way it could be both, you know. So okay, so Engine of the Gods, you used to have to pick 2 things. You used to have to pick 1 thing out of 3 that you would do. And one of them was the Gungan Bubble, which was a ward save against shooting for units within like 12 inches. Now, the Ancient Stegadon for Portent of Warding gives all friendly units within 6 inches have a 6-up ward save. So, big yes to that. You get that on your Saurus Warriors. Awesome. Although they do have a parry, so but it's awesome on the Temple Guard, because they obviously wouldn't have parry because they have halberds. So, yeah, I say yes to that. And that just happens. You don't pick it. There's no thing. It also has arcane configuration. So you pick a lore, and casting values for that lore go down by 1. No matter how many of the Engine of the Gods you have. It's just, if you just have 1 on the field, you get to do that. So that's good. That can help your Salon if he's using like Lore of Life, which is still awesome. And it has an innate bound spell, power level 3, so you can just throw 1 dice at it, why not? And now, or you could throw 6 dice at it, because innate bound spells, all that happens if you miscast is you just can't use the power that turn. Or that model can't use other powers, and it doesn't matter, because that's the only one it has. So every enemy unit within 46 inches, that's about 14 inches, that's a huge radius, suffers D6 Strength 4 hits with flaming attacks. That would just clear out Skaven weapon teams. It would clear out Fanatics. It can clear out and just clear out this oddball stuff. So yeah, Ancients. I'm actually going to be recommending 2 of them for a Lizardman army. That is a good. The list I played for this client was great. He had 2 blocks of 40 Saurus, big block with Salon and Temple Guard. I mean, it was just brutal. It was incredible. All right, let's get back to the list. Stegadon. Here's Razordon Hunting Pack. Oh my gosh. How long have I been going? So the first one was a half hour. Yeah, this will be almost an hour-long podcast. That I'm just doing by myself. I'm incredible. Okay. So, here you go. Pretty cool model. It's fine cast. So, for +5 points, you can get an extra crew. You can get 4 guys. Definitely worth it. Don't leave home without it. You just use a regular skink handler. One conversion you could do is you could change the spear tips on these to have some kind of curved thing. That'd be kind of cool, like more of a Ranseur type of deal. And you do need to modify these guys. So they have, like, if there's 3 of them, they have different poses. So with fine cast, it's pretty easy. I also like to put like elevations on here, like a little corking or slate work. and make each one a little bit different. So that's nice. Razordons are really cool. They are kind of this mobile war. These are the war machines of the Lizardmen, and they move around and they're awesome. They have 2 strength 5 attacks each, so they can hold their own. They're not overrunnable like a war machine. They can kind of run with the pack. And the Razordons can jump in when things are getting hairy in a close combat and actually turn it for you. They are absolutely not bad. I'm looking up the Razordon entry right now. Good old Razordons. Razordon. Okay, so they have scaly skin, 5 ups, they have heavy armor. They've got toughness 4, so awesome for that. Strength 5. It's not bad, guys. So what they do is you roll an artillery dice, and that's how many barbs they shoot. So they're quick to fire, so that's no penalty for moving and shooting. So, and they move 6, so that's a threat range of 24 because they have 18-inch range. They are strength 4. So on average, these guys are going to shoot like maybe 14 to 19 shots. You're going to get a 50% hit rate. So that's like maybe 6 to 10 hits. And that is not bad. That is actually really, 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 really super. That is just for one. Oh no, that's actually that's a group of 3 of them, which weighs in around 200 points, but it's not bad. I like them because they're flexible. Now the Salamanders, they kind of do this spit flames thing where you put the it is like a hold on, same as a fire thrower. Strength 4, flaming attack, slow to fire. So quite frankly, I don't know what that means. It used to be Salamanders could march and then shoot that thing. The Salamander model's a little dated. I'm not a fan of it, but I can't really think of anything better to do. So I just got to put up and shut up here on that one. It's not bad. I don't know. It just doesn't. They don't look like rawr, you know, as brutal as they should, I think. So that's a really tough call. You know, it'd be fun for a Salamander is to make a Lizardman with like a flamethrower, this primitive like Incan, you know, flaming tar thing. That'd be funny. That'd be pretty funny. Okay, so folks, that is all I have to say about Lizardmen. That's how I would put a Lizardmen army together. They're great. You will not be sorry if you collect Lizardmen. They got great models. They got a new book. They got absolutely everything. It is not too bad. And yeah, there you go. Makes me happy inside. It's pretty good. Look at these Temple Guard. Oh yeah, come on. That's fantastic. If you see this coming, you better get out your double wide packet of Band-Aids, because it's going to hurt. Haven't heard that in a while, huh? Alright, folks, thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I think that the best part of blue table painting is the effect that it has on the community as an organization, not only the wargaming community, of which we're a very active part on every single level, but also the local community as well. You know, we were able to refurbish this old building in downtown, and you know, we cut the weeds, we cleaned up the trash. There were sometimes there was some shady activity that would go on in the parking lot because it was a abandoned parking lot, and that's all cleaned up now. And you know, we're doing our best to make that better. And on top of that, it helps people to have jobs and have professional opportunities, and just, you know, to give someone that chance for personal development and to have meaningful jobs. That's a big thing on my vision board. I have 6 major things for me this life, and create meaningful jobs is one of them. And then 2 of the other ones are ultimate warplaying and ultimate wargaming. And boy, that makes me happy just to think about it. Just one last note. Now that I'm done apparently patting myself on the back, well, no, not really, a lot more people are involved than me, is October Valhalla is coming up. So you are going to get out here. You're going to pick up what's called an event pass, so that's all food and entertainment. So that's almost like a ticket to an event. But, you know, we're going to give you 3 meals a day plus, and it is, hold on, and then you just, you'd find a local place to stay. You stay with relatives. We're recommending a resort in Midway called the Zermatt, Z-E-R-M-A-T-T. It's based on a town in Switzerland, and I've taken my family there. It's really super nice. There's plenty of sites and activities. I mean, this is just south of Park City, which is an internationally renowned resort town. So it's really a great place to be. It's not just out in the boondocks for no apparent reason. It's really a lodge, mansion, Viking palace is all I can say about that. So come out and enjoy some games with us, and if not this year, then get it set up for next year. All right, well, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have enjoyed our Lizardmen commentary.